Hello. In this video, I want to give you a quick overview of the latest Garden Cloud features. We've been hard at work in broadening the scope of Garden Cloud to ensure it provides value for everyone on the team. The goal is really just to make it the home of software delivery. The first thing I want to show you is the new commands landing page, which is now the first thing you see when you open Garden Cloud. Our focus here has been on the developer and the inner loop development experience. For example, you can see a list of your recent Garden commands and the results. So you, for example, go back in time and view all command results for yourself as well as others. We've also added a command palette that allows you to interact with the Garden CLI when Garden is running in watch mode. So as you can see here, I'm running the Garden dev command. So Garden is watching. I can also see the active session here in my namespace. So for instance, let me just switch over to the graph view. And I'm going to hit Command P to pull up the command palette. And here you can see a list of essentially all the Garden commands that I can run from my browser. As an example, let's say I've been hacking on my product and gotten the database in some funky state. Well, I can look for the task for resetting it and simply run it from here. Like so. And you'll notice that Garden immediately responds to the request and runs the actual task. Now, there are a few benefits to the workflow. First of all, discoverability. With large projects, it's often difficult to keep track of all of the tasks and tests. Here I can just type task or db and find what I'm looking for. And second, I don't need to switch to my terminal to run a new Garden command, which always has a bit of a startup time. Next, I'm going to show you the stack streams log view, which I've also made a bunch of improvements to. Since I'm in watch mode, I can just simply hit Command S to pull up stack streams. And as before, from here, I can also use the command palette. So for here, I can, for instance, run a test. Let me just run the end-to-end test here. And again, you'll notice that Garden receives the event and immediately responds to it and starts running the end-to-end test for this project. And again, since I'm in live mode, Garden can both stream task results from the actual test that I'm running, but also service logs from all the services that are affected by the test run. So this is immensely useful when working with distributed systems, since it allows you to see how information flows through the system and easily identify where things go wrong. So for instance, we can see here the results from the test, and then how the different services of my project are then affected by the test and eventually fail. Now moving on to the next one. So this was kind of the functionality that's more aimed at the inner loop developer experience, but we've also added insights functionality for the entire team essentially. Next, I'm going to show you the new insights functionality. Garden has a lot of structured data about your system, and we want to surface that information to users in an actionable manner to help them identify bottlenecks and monitor the delivery process. To make an example, let's say you upgrade the machine types for your development cluster. Previously, it would be hard to tell if that investment is paying off. With Insights, you can easily look at the trend of, say, build times over a period and observe whether things are moving faster or not. You can also filter by environments and then drill into individual actions. So for instance, if you notice that build times start regressing at some point, you can simply compare logs from before and after to identify what's changed. Same applies to, for example, flaky tests. Now, this really is a feature for the whole team to help them track and monitor the development experience and the quality of the delivery process. Finally, I want to show you the new one-click preview environment functionality. Now, not everyone on your team is a developer, and you may have non-technical people like product managers or designers who can really benefit from this. As the name suggests, it allows you to spin up an environment from any branch of code at the click of a button. This is super useful for reviewing PRs, doing QA, or just sharing progress with stakeholders. So I can just go right here, select by branch, the environment into which I want to deploy, and simply click the create button. And Garden will go ahead and spin up this environment. You can delete the environments as well from this page, or simply configure automatic environment cleanup to do that for you at schedule without having to worry about these environments incurring too much costs. So you can see a list of kind of my previous preview environments. Of course, you can see the logs from here, as well as get the links to the actual services that get created, and from here navigate directly to the live environment. Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, we're looking forward to hearing your thoughts and feedback.